What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Tyger from MotoMilitant.com. So I decided to split these videos in two, primarily because I ended up putting on the side of the road to go help out a fellow biker. If you are riding on two, and you see a biker out there that needs some help, man, stop and help him out. He's gonna be one of these guys that I see out here who like do the pretend moves, like, hey, you okay? Hey, I'm coming back around to come get you. You a liar. You ain't coming back around to come check on me. You on your way home. You know what I'm saying? You're not trying to be bothered. But yeah, stopped to check on this dude, you know, making sure he was good. We talked a little bit in the last episode. Hopefully I have enough of that saved up or usable before that. I don't know how I'm going to use that. We'll see. If it works out, it'll be up before this video, so you'll know better than I do how the actual end result of that video turns out. But for this joint, I just wanted to talk real quick about riding two up. If you see my video that I posted up earlier this week, it would have been the first week of March, depending on when I actually get to edit and upload this video. I went out on a ride with my daughter, which is, man, I can't even express how awesome that is. She's 8. She was terrified of bikes. She loved the idea of monkey bikes for whatever reason, or the mini bikes. But you know, she always had this fear of like falling off the bike or whatever, or that they were going, you know, they're too dangerous. All the stuff that she probably has heard from other people, you know, since her dad rides and I have come by her school on the bike before. Parents see me on the bike. They have seen me show up with my patches and stuff, you know. So it's not like the first time she heard other people talk about how they feel about bikes, but she knows in my house, we train, we stay safe, we dress for the slide, not the ride. I'm not out here trying to look, you know, cool for anybody. I'm trying to be safe, and I try to protect and look out for her. So, finally got her on the bike, rode her around the block, and man, she had such a good time. She wanted to go everywhere on the bike from then on out. Took her the next day. That's the video that you saw. I would have posted up the video from the first day, but to be honest with you, I didn't have my, I got a new Sony mount. I didn't have it at the time. So the video that came out of that was just like the top crown of her head. It would have been ridiculous. Probably been good for a laugh, but nothing else. The audio was awesome, but you know, hey, if I was doing an audio podcast, that'd be different. But that's not what we're doing here. We're doing a MotoVlog, so you know, there was nothing there really to use. But then we went out the second day, went out and had some ice cream too. They just opened a Rita's out here, and I remember Rita's from just getting water ice, so I had to go check this out because they were talking about they got custards and all kinds of nonsense. So let me go, you know, check this out and take my daughter out with me. Nice little, you know, daddy-daughter day, hence the name of the episode. And we went to go check the place out. So while we were riding together, it just had me thinking a lot about riding two up, because for me, and I'm sure I'm not the only rider who feels like this, but like, to be able to share what you enjoy, i.e. riding motorcycles, and they don't have to be that. It could be hang gliding, I don't care, you know, freaking ice skating. Yeah, I said ice skating. Whatever it is that you enjoy, if you have somebody in your life who also can enjoy that with you, it just somehow, it just multiplies that in a way that you can't even put the words. So I'm extraordinarily fortunate that I got a wife who likes riding with me, and I got a daughter who likes riding with me. And eventually the wife is going to have a bike of her own, because that's just how we roll. And y'all can help with that by going to MotoMilitant.com, help us buy, you know, buy some gear, support the podcast. The podcast is awesome. MotoMilitant.com is what keeps the lights on. So go get some gear. But you do that, maybe we can put the woman on the bike. You know, hook her up with a camera. We do a double vlog. You know what I mean? Just switch views or something. But in the end of the day, she's eventually going to have her own bike. And that'll mean that she'll be able to ride her bike, my daughter will be able to roll in the back with me, and then we just be a family just riding. Man, I don't know much off, but that's just an image that just puts a big old smile on my face. But in the meantime, this is where we are. I'm in a position right now where I can have one of them as my backpack rolling around with me as they learn and enjoy the bikes with me. And it's a beautiful, fun experience. But that is not always how 2-Up ends up sometimes. I know people who hate motorcycles right now because their first experience on a bike, riding on the back of a bike with somebody who said bikes was awesome, was Freddy Krueger, Friday the 13th, freaking, you know, nightmare. Why? Because somebody was being a jerk, an idiot, and was taking people out on their bike and didn't have the experience or the maturity to remember that there's a person on the back of the bike who has not ridden on bikes before. So, you know, I put this thing together. I just wanted to quickly, like, just touch on a couple quick things. One, don't be afraid to tell nobody no. You know, if they ask you, hey, let me get, you know, can I ride with you sometime or whatever, you know, you don't gotta be mean about it. You don't gotta be a jerk. You know, you can just be straight up like, hey, look, I don't have the experience yet. I don't feel comfortable. Matter of fact, they may actually respect you more because you're like, hey, look, you're important. I don't want you to see you get hurt. I don't want to ruin your experience. It's like, if you don't know how to cook, don't make me no meal, because you might ruin me from some food. I had somebody make some nasty behind bison. I don't want to touch no bison no more. And I keep hearing bison is awesome. But you know what messed it up? A bad cook. Some guy who thought he knew how to hook up some bison messed it up. I had it, didn't enjoy it, messed my stomach all up. Now every time I look at it, all I think of is that memory. That's motorcycle riding right there. That's riding on the back with somebody who jacks it up for everybody. You mess around and have an accident. That's even worse, because now you're taking a person who actually trusted you. They put their life in your hands, and it was like, hey, man, I trust you. You got me. You say, yeah, you don't know me then. And you have an accident because you didn't know what you was doing. You did something dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like when I just put the wings in the turn. No, real talk, though. Because you out there doing some dumbness, you get yourself in an accident, you get them injured or worse, killed, that's on you. Because they trusted you. They put their life in your hands. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't got the experience, if you're not comfortable, you know what I mean? If you got to stop and think for a second, like, hey, is this a good idea? Just go ahead and just pause for a second. You know what I'm saying? Please decline. Don't mess it up for the rest of us. Don't make us look bad. I mean, you know, bikers already got a, you know, this image of recklessness, and some of it we earn. Let's not lie to ourselves. All right, we are family. We family around here. We can be honest with one another. We've earned some of that recklessness title, but don't drag another person who could potentially turn into a future motorcycle rider into that. Alright, so next is the gear. How do I put this? Alright, let me start off by saying what I'm about to say does not represent MotoMilitant.com, the corporate views, none of that stuff. This is just me personally. Stop by the people you love and care about, built stuff. And by built, I mean B-I-L-T. Stop buying them built. Stop buying them this Fisher Price My First Motorcycle Rider gear. This stuff is not cool. I mean, it's, how do I put this? Listen, I literally walked into a cycle gear one night. Dude said, hey, I just bought a motorcycle, but I can't pick it up. They won't let me take it home because I don't have any gear. I gotta give me some gear, but I spent too much on the bike. The dude said, how much you got? I got $250. Don't worry. We can get you in a full set of gear for $250. $250. Get this, $250. 50. That's right. $250. $50. You know what $250 worth of gear gets you? Kill. That's what it gets you. That's what it gets you. It gets you a really nice casket. Maybe. Built gear. Hopefully I can find this picture that my boy Josh do up on Facebook. You know, if not, The helmet looked like somebody rolled over a half-flattened basketball. This stuff does not protect you. It's meant to be cheap. This is motorcycle gear on a budget. And when you buy motorcycle gear on a budget, you get budget protection. What's good, bro? You get budget protection. You're not safe with budget stuff. If you buy a helmet and the helmet costs you less than $100, that's how much you say your head is worth to you. You saying your head is worth less than $100 worth of protection. And some of y'all got some big heads. That's a lot of material to only cost $100. Think about that. A showy helmet. Right now, I think you get a showy helmet for just under $500. 707. I got 707 helmet right now. That one's about 200 something. I got it on sale. But it's a $200 something helmet. You can read the qualities of it. I know what I'm getting out of it. And that's still on the low end. And eventually, I'm upgrading too. Again, I'm going to upgrade the helmet back up. I ain't going to lie to y'all. This was because money was tight. But even with money being tight, I got to be smart about what I purchase because I know what I'm trying to protect, my skull. So I say that to say this. Ladies, and there's no disrespect. Ladies. If your man has a bike and he rides you on the back of the bike, you his backpack, and I need you to do me a favor. I need you to look at his helmet. If his helmet says Scorpion, if his helmet says like showy, if his joint says Icon, and then you look at your helmet and that joint say built, it ain't gonna work out. I'm just saying. This is not a relationship that's gonna last. If he got one of the Dianese jackets and you know what I mean, if he got Sedici gloves and I'm talking about top of the line, top flight security type body gear, and then you look at your stuff and all your stuff say built, I'm just letting you know right now, it might not work out between y'all. He don't value you that much. I'm just saying. Especially if y'all ride together a lot. Forgive that. And that might not be everybody. You might have bought your own gear. So stop buying your own gear if you don't know how to ride. If you're a passenger somewhere, get a rider and take them with you and have them buy you gear. This is how much built is worth. I'm gonna give y'all a real story, real talk. My wife didn't ride with me for a long time. She was worried about sport bikes. She wasn't a big fan. Didn't think it would be comfortable. She was kind of nervous about riding with me. All that is fair stuff. And I didn't want to ride with her because I knew I didn't have the experience yet. I hadn't been out on the road enough. I didn't feel comfortable enough about riding myself to put on the most valuable person in my world on the back of my bike. So clearly, the two of us, we were in agreement about this particular thing. So she wasn't riding with me. I didn't have anybody on the back of the bike. But eventually, it got to a point where she was interested. What's up, fam? Eventually, she got interested and wanted to ride with me. So this is what we do. We go to the store. We went to the base store, and we look at some helmets. And it just so happens that we're riding in the car. We up in the cage, and this bike goes up next to us, and it's this couple. Couple gets off the bike, they're walking in, and for whatever reason, the rider is pissed off. This is a dude and his girl, he gets off the bike, he stomps on into the store, and they both leave their helmets on the bike or whatever, but they go into the store, and as they're in the store, we're in the store as well. I'm showing my wife the helmets and the sizes and how it should fit, how it should feel, and all this. And clearly, this guy is on the other end of the store, also looking at helmets, doing the same thing, which at first I thought he was upgrading her helmet. But as you listen to the conversation, and I can't help but listen to the conversation because they both are mad loud. But you can tell dude is pissed off. He putting the helmet on her. He tapping the top of it. He's shaking it like, she look like a bobblehead. He's like, now, see, there. That's how it should feel. Like that. You know what I mean? Like, real frustrated. And she's like, all right, I get it. I'm sorry. So But this is, you know, I'm putting pieces together, but this is my assessment of what happened. She must have just gotten started riding with him, got excited, went out and bought a helmet on her own, and came back with a helmet that didn't fit her, because the helmet they left with was an extra small. Now, why is this important? Because after me and the wife looking around at the helmets and try stuff on, I go, all right, baby, we know what size you need. You need a small. We've tried out all these little crazy built helmets, but now, you know, just to figure out what size her head was, because they was all the ones that was on the shelf. Why? Because the store ain't worried about you stealing built helmets, because they like $50. I bought a pair of gloves for $80. The helmet is $50. Understand what I'm saying to y'all. Built helmets ain't nothing. Paper mache. That's what they made of. They made of paper mache. They wash them with baby tears. That's what those things are. They really nothing. They fold under pressure. So yeah. So we know she got a small head. She got a size small head. We get outside, we get ready to go to the car. We're gonna go up and ride somewhere else and be like, yo, let's go look at, let's go check out, Cycle Gear or something later on, and we'll go find you a nice, better quality helmet. And she's all for that. All right, bet. So we head out to the car. Security guy runs up to me like, hey, dog, do you know whose this is? And I look, and in his hands, he's got one of the helmets that these two was wearing when they rode up, namely the girl. This is the helmet that she was wearing. He was like, yeah, I found this sitting on top of the trash can. I was like, oh, that's the couples out there's helmet. You might have took it on accident. They might still be out there. He's like, nah, they gone. And sure enough, we look, they gone. What happened? Well, dude bought the extra small helmet. Had to get his girl a better helmet, right? But what does he do? He leaves that cheap behind other built helmet sit on the trash can because it wasn't worth bringing with him and he didn't have the space for it. That's what built helmets are. That's how much he valued that joint. He just left it on the trash can and chilled. Like, it's only like $70. Don't worry about it. So that's how much they're worth, man. You can just leave them, and it was brand new, a brand new small, no doubt. My wife wore that joint for 1 week, just long enough for us to find her a good joint. And I ain't go nowhere far. We ain't go nowhere far. You understand me? I love my baby. I want a relationship to last. She put up with my stuff, gave me a kid and whatnot. Kind of got some sentimental value to her. Like, I'm trying to keep a hold of her, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I put her in some good stuff because I'm trying to keep her around. If you've been in a relationship for a couple years now and y'all been riding for a minute and your man is suited and booted, as them old school old heads used to say, head to toe with the quality gear, but you still got built stuff, like he ain't got you no new gloves, you ain't seen Ceviche nothing. Like, forget everything else. If we want you on that bike, like, yeah, baby, it's good. Like, this isn't the same category as you dating a guy and you ain't met none of his friends. Or he drop you off and roll out before he see you go in the house. This is a sign that the relationship ain't gonna work out too well. That's all I'm saying. And so, yeah, get better gear. Now, what else is there? All right, for everybody on the back, everybody riding in the back as a backpack, y'all need to calm down. Y'all wilding out. Every backpack that I've seen, brand new, is losing their mind. And we understand. We understand that you are frozen in terror, that, this is your first experience. Wind and whatnot is flying by your face. You probably just got into an argument with this individual before you decided to place your life in their hands and climb on the back of their bike and ride behind them. Nice ride. I'm going to keep up with this dude real quick. And so, maybe you're nervous. Maybe you're concerned that this individual may cause you harm because they don't know what they're doing, you don't trust them and whatnot. But if you thought that was the case, you probably should have never got on the back of the bike. Because right now, he trusted you. Because when we leave, we lean together. Otherwise, things will end badly. So understand that he got just as much invested in you as you got invested in him. Y'all got to work together. Don't be in his ear. If you got a headset, don't be in there all screaming and wilding out. I see that way too often. People losing their mind. Oh my God! Don't go so hard on that turn. You know what I mean? Whatever. Calm down. Let them do their thing. You just roll with the punches. Now, if they do something really stupid and off the wall, like if you've been riding for a while and you know they're doing some just straight up, borderline dangerous, extracurricular stuff, then cool. You say something. But in the meantime, some of y'all got to learn how to give up some control and just chill out and be in your position. And your position is behind them, holding on for dear life and chilling out. Try not to choke them out either while they ride it, because, you know, losing oxygen and riding a motorcycle don't tend to go hand in hand together very well. This wind is nuts. And no, I'm not really pushing it. I'm just rolling up behind this dude just so we have a bigger profile here. I'm just wondering if you're going to the same place I'm going. Anyhow, so yeah, if you're in the back, you know, chill out. Try not to kill both of us. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the ride. I'm sure they're gonna make sure they give you instructions before you get on the bike. That is their job. They're supposed to tell you, hey, this is what we're gonna do. This is what I need you to do, especially if it's your first ride with them. But enjoy yourselves, man. Chill out. Have a good time. Because that's what riding is all about. I said it in my Why So Serious video. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. I keep seeing these people get off bikes and relationships just break apart because you took a turn somewhere and they leaned too hard and almost killed you both, and you're like, look, hey, it ain't gonna work out, girl. Obviously you got trust issues, you know, stuff like that. But this dude is just... Anyhow, with that said, man, I hope y'all out there enjoying yourselves. I hope you're out there being safe. I hope you're out there enjoying the ride. I'm going to go over to this bike night and go kick it and see my friends and whatnot. I probably won't be there very long since I'm already late, since I was out there looking out, you know, trying to be the good rider. But go check us out on YouTube if you're seeing this anywhere else, you know, Facebook or whatnot. Hit the subscribe button, man. Show me some love. I'm trying to hit... I think we're at 30-something subscribers right now. It's very early in the stages. I'm trying to get up to 100. Help us get there, please. You know what I mean? Show some love. Subscribe, like, throw some comments up. I do respond to all the comments. I am not at that stage in my MotoVlogging career where I have so many comments I can't reply to them all. But, you know, if that becomes a problem, that's a good problem. I ain't gonna lie to you. If I got so many fans just throwing up responses that I can't hit everybody up, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. But for right now, that ain't an issue. Anyhow, go to MotoMilitant.com. Check out the gear, man. Buy some stuff up. Like I said before, you know, the blog is cool and all, but MotoMilitant.com is what keeps the lights on. That's what allows me to pay for this gas money so I can go out and ride like this. This is what allows us to buy these camera gear and send our sponsor riders out to these events and whatnot. So if you like stuff like that, man, definitely support us. You know, grab a shirt or something. Shoot me a picture of it on Instagram. We'll feature you. But one love, y'all, man. Stay safe out there. Hopefully we'll see you out on the road. Salute.